what did you think about the ASL finals if we are allowed to talk about it yet?
Yeah, we're allowed now.
I need the Artosis rundown.
Okay. Okay, because it's a good question, because the finals, guys, there's some spoilers right now. If you haven't watched ASL finals, it's been out for like 5 days, I guess. So if you haven't seen it, turn off for a minute. Yeah, there you have it. Okay. So I just want to talk about this for a couple minutes here. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at this fucking first game. So he goes offensive gas, Nexus first.
X300, the question I really have about it is, do you think Light is really just that good, or did Rain kinda put himself in the mental dumpster and Light just pushed his advantage the second he saw weakness? He makes Terran feel so invincible.
Yeah.
The whole ASL.
Yeah. Okay, so it's all very good questions. So first up, yeah, I mentioned it before we even started the finals that Light has a feeling that only Flash and Last have had of inevitability. I think that's the best way to describe it. Because yeah, he's actually so good. And again, there's literally only 3 Terrans in the world, and Last is retired and Flash is a military. But like, if you look at Light compared to someone like Rush, when you're playing Rush, you don't feel like, well, I'm going to die if I don't kill him. Whereas with Light, it's like, no. This fucker he just macros better than like everybody. So he is definitely really good, but the games were not that good from Rain, honestly. Like, this is supposed to be a map win, okay? So here, this is very sneaky from Light, and this is very risky too. He makes the bunker. Look at how far forward the bunker is. As soon as you see a bunker that's this far forward, you need to start thinking about what your opponent is actually hiding, okay? So Rain runs up. He sees no command center, right? Now, I think he starts to pile on at his natural right at this second. Right? Let's take a look. See? So he gets that good scout. This is such a late second barracks. All right, he throws the pylon down. So then this turns into a crazy battle, right? Because he's trying to get the cannons in. He really needs them in. Probes come up, dive on the fucking Marines. He had to do that. SCVs kill a cannon. Look at that. Damn, Rain took so much damage. So this is like a very tough position. Okay, but this game actually turns like pretty nice. Turns into a big game. And Rain is doing reasonably well for a while here. But he gets that thing in his head that Protosses get sometimes, where they just keep attacking. Because eventually, like, if Terran has all of his units in one area, you keep attacking it, it's like the worst fucking thing you can ever do. I think it starts right around here, right? So Rain is taking, like, all the bases. He's taking all the bases in the bottom right. See, so he's got the regular 4, which is normal. Light pushes up into his 4th, right? And there was scuffling and stuff. But what you need to do here, I think, as Protoss, is play a... you actually have to play against Terran in a way where you're trying to run them out of their minerals. Like, you just run them dry because they're only on 4 base. Because 4 base won't beat 6 base, right? But watch what Rain does here. You are never going to convince me that you have to fucking throw your army away. Like, look at this. They have the same exact bank, okay? They're both maxed. One player is in a defensive stance. The other player is attacking up a ramp. And it's Terran in a defensive stance with fantastic upgrades. He probably has 3-2 here. Yeah, we're 23 minutes in. There's never been a game where Light doesn't have 3-2 by 23 minutes. But Rain does this, like, how many times this game? And I don't give a fuck if Flash and Rain themselves sit down and tell me, oh, he had to do this. No, you didn't. You didn't have to fucking throw your army away. How many times? Like, look at this. Is this a good attack? Look at this spread. All of his units are basically here. Was that good? No. That wasn't good. And this happens over and over in this game. Okay, now this is good. This type of move is very good. Don't overpush it. Like, this is overdoing it. Why are you morphing Archons where the siege tanks are shooting? Like, but holding with storms at the ramp, moves like that are good. You want to grind him down efficiently. You want to be as cost efficient as you possibly can. You're up 2 bases right now. So if you can just be semi-cost efficient here and run back, okay. Yeah, you lose 2 goons, but you kill a tank. Okay. That's good. That's a good trade. Because we're up 2 bases. I don't know what this is. Okay, get some storms, lose a few units. Okay, now Light is bringing, like, all of his fucking units here now. Okay? What? Look at the amount of tanks.
Chop Suey donated $3. RT? I've been watching a lot of your YouTube videos lately and saw that you sometimes cast or play with the guys in the chat some FFA. So I'm wondering if this still happens sometimes. Because I'd love to be part of it. Thanks you.
Thank you, Swati Chop Suey. Yeah, we actually haven't done it in a while. Maybe later today we'll do some. But yeah, we do still do it. Okay, so look at how many units he's bringing up here, right? Eventually you got to look at that and say this is no longer a good area for me to attack into. Okay, like what is that? I'm not like I don't understand. Like I guess you're trying to reduce tank counts? Is that but I mean, when he has like basically all of his units at the 4th and now 5th base, I think at that point you have to start thinking about other things that you can do, right? Can we maybe attack into like get hallucination, fly over the missile turrets? Can we get a bigger bank so that we remax instantly? You know, these types of things. Oh, hey, thanks guy in the chat. That's cool that you're in Salem. Say hi to my town, my old town. Okay, anyways, so this game, I think it's close, and I think that Rain just gets so cost inefficient so many times, right? And then, I mean, you look at some of these other fucking games. Like this game, where he gets, like, Nexus first, right? And the fucking boneheaded attack he does? Wait, where is it? So you get away with Nexus first here, okay? And your opponent is light, and he's got, like, the bunker. By the way, he's rallying all the units down. Has he seen mines? Has he walked through mines? No? Okay, so if your opponent isn't making vultures, what are they making? Hey, thank you, guy in the chat. Appreciate it. Okay? Like, if he's not making vultures, he's making tanks. Yes, I live in Korea, guy in the chat. Like, look at this. Look at this. Ready? I mean, as soon as you see the Zealots, you know what's happening in Terran here. He blocks with his SCVs. Repairs the tank. Targets these tanks. Makes sure he doesn't hit the Zealot with this tank. That was the most important moment, other than the SCV block. And look at that. You can't complain about losing this game. You just took 6 units and threw them away. You literally didn't even kill anything. Did Light lose an SCV there? Yes, it literally looks like if I played a B-rank player, they would do this and I would laugh. I would literally laugh and be like, how are you so bad? Right? So we fucking can't complain about that. That's not even Light being good. This one is more forgivable for sure. Right? This is a great map for Nexus first. He goes Gate Nexus, which is, it's a variation of Nexus first, right? Where you make a Zealot. But Light was going Factory Expand. He gets that SCV right up the ramp, no problem. And he can drill. Here we go. He sends a lot of SCVs here. I forget exactly how many. I think I had counted them. But he sends a lot. Like, this is a serious fucking push. I think there was an execution error here. Here, let's look at it, right? So he did the drill. He timed it out really well. Like, this is well executed from Light, no doubt about that. Okay? Now, this is pretty decent here. Okay, this is what I didn't like, okay? So I like what we're seeing here. Notice the Marines and Vulture are still on the low ground. They're missing a bunch of shots shooting up. The SCVs are all pure fighting. The probes are actually doing a good job. The Zealot here is attacking an SCV. Most of these hits are going on a Dragoon and being missed. Look at this, okay? Now, here's the problem. I think Light might win this no matter what. I think he nailed this push. He did a great job. But I think here, this is the mistake, is he drills the probes down to fight the units. Where if you kill the SCVs, the bunker can never finish, and you can out-micro this shit with Dragoons, I think. But he might just lose this no matter what. But this probe drill, look how many drones or probes this is. It's a lot, and he's just taking a ton of damage right there. Having a hard time now. Okay, drills again. Oof. Oof. The bunker's done, and he can't do anything at that point. Once the bunker's done, this becomes much easier for Terran. Okay, so that's a rough game. And this last one, Light, this one was a gamble, right? Because Light does the worst Nexus bust we've ever seen. Like, Tasis was asking me about it during the cast. I was like, I don't know. It looks like he's going to go siege mode, but that's not a thing. Like, that doesn't work, right? There's a reason why we bust in a certain way. This should have been Rain's game. I think he got outsmarted or something. Not outsmarted, but outrisked. The way Light played this reminds me of people I play on the ladder where they take so many risks in a row. Right? So this isn't ever supposed to work. This is never supposed to beat anything. Okay? No, actually, I don't know that Rain was mentally broken at this point. This guy has won so many fucking championships. What's he's got like 2 GSLs or something, and like, or was it GSL and OSL? I can't quite remember. You know, he's won KSL, he's won ASL. The guy's a fucking god. So he's definitely got good mentality. But this is never supposed to work. This push that Light did. And like, the millisecond you hold something like this, you're supposed to, the game is over, basically, right? Like, look at this. He's reduced the Marine count to almost nothing. He has 3 gates. See, as he comes up, he just, like, runs up. He's like, yeah, now I'm going to kill your tanks. And that means the cannons will never die. Look at this. It's, like, not even... It's good micro. It's good execution. But the build is not a real build. He's not supposed to be able to break that, and he doesn't. So Light has to take, like, an insane risk from there. So I think the problem here is that Rain got, like, greedy or something. Like, look, he holds all this, and then Light is just like, okay, we are, you know, we're gonna go ahead and go bio. Right? And Rain goes 3rd Nexus. Which, like, you feel like you can do, but I guess if you look at this and you're like, okay, this position where I have 2 Nexuses done forever before you finish that, and you've done nothing but make Marines and siege tanks. Yeah, no, this was insane risks from Light. I guarantee you he thought he was going to lose this game once he was held the first time. But if you look at this in the context of, like, how can I lose this game? I guess this is the only thing, right? The only thing that could beat you. So Reaver would probably be the best thing you could do here every time, right? If you really think about it, it's probably, yeah. The best move here when you're ahead like that would just be to go Reaver. If you go Reaver 3rd, done. Light dies. So it was like game 1, I think, was a really great game, and it was really fun. But the series itself obviously was pretty weak. All right, I hope that did it for you there.